Thank you to the chairman and to the ranking member and to our witnesses for appearing before us today to really discuss solutions to the single most pressing issue facing people in my district in Nevada and people all across the country, which is the lack of affordable housing. The constituents that I serve in Southern Nevada are struggling as they face household expenses that are 13% higher than the national average. Increased household expenses that are predominantly driven by the outsized effect of ballooning housing costs. We are still dealing with the fact that single-family housing rents in Southern Nevada are estimated at an astonishing 40% above the 2019 rates. The market for single-family homes isn't any better, as the median sale price in the metro area has soared to $445,000. And I worry that at a time when hardworking Nevada families are facing high prices and low supply, when looking for a home, they're confronted with yet the impossible challenge of competing for such a limited number of homes. We have an acute issue with out-of-state corporate landlords, as they are buying up homes in Southern Nevada at the second fastest growing rate of all major communities in the country in the first quarter of this year. While interest rates remain high, these institutional buyers are making all-cash offers that my constituents simply cannot compete with. This artificial contrition of our housing supply is only exacerbating the impacts of the woeful lack of construction that has occurred. A unique constraint we face is the vast swaths of federally managed land within our state that cannot currently be utilized for development. I'm glad that the President has recognized the complication this adds to our affordable housing challenge, and with their announcement last week, which identified nearly 600 acres of land in Southern Nevada for development. This is a great start, but this is a statewide issue. The rural counties that I represent are just as deserving of relief, and I'll continue to call on the Biden-Harris administration to reduce federal regulations, to expedite permitting, and to ease constraints for housing that can be built affordably on public lands. But even without this challenge, there still aren't enough single-family homes to meet demand, and incentivizing new construction must be our top priority on this subcommittee. Mr. Harris, I've recently spoken with my Southern Nevada home builders regarding the upfront cost of compliance with the 2021 IECC. What do you recommend that we do to strike a better balance between our crucial climate goals and our desperate need for availability of new homes?
Thank you very much, Congressman, for not only those comments, but for the question. I think you're absolutely right. I think the balance is we need to look at what we're producing right now. The homes that we're producing in Nevada, in Kansas, are the most efficient, most sustainable homes that have ever been built in this country under current codes. And so the incremental increase, and I can only give you anecdotal information from my own community in Wichita, in which we build approximately 1,200 new homes a year. And I stood up in my local association and said, we're building the most efficient homes. And a representative from the local utility stood up and said, Carl's absolutely right. Even though we've added 2,400 new homes in the Wichita community, there has not been an incremental increase in the use of electricity from the residential market.
Thank you.
So what that's telling us is what we're doing is good now.
Thank you. Another issue that I'm very concerned about, and I just sent a letter along with Senator Rosen requesting additional resources be provided to our local housing authorities, such as increased allocations of housing choice vouchers and the flexibility to make the programs fit local challenges. We need new housing funding, and we need to make the necessary changes to our existing housing programs so that they work for every community. We need to invest in our nation's housing stock, and I'm committed to working with all of you to implement the strategies to incentivize new construction that we've discussed today. However, in order to address the dire need for support that I can see throughout Southern Nevada every day, we need changes to increase the efficiency of the programs that already exist and to expand the selection processes so that they include more of those who struggle with housing instability. Thank you, and I yield back.